Welcome back to the Dual Podcast, where real conversations happen, real people talk, and where real growth begins. Let me ask you something. When something good happens in your life, what's the first thing you feel like doing? Do you sit with it? Do you just enjoy it? Do you keep it personal? Or do you feel the urge to share it, to post it on your social media pages and let people see it? Okay, there's nothing wrong with sharing your stuff, but today I wanted to talk about something deeper. Are we living for private peace or public validation? Because in this generation, right now, it's becoming harder to tell the difference. So let's get into the reality of this generation. So let's talk about what validation looks like today. So number one, posting for likes. I'm the type of person who I like posting on social media. I like taking lots of pictures and videos, and most of the time I might even take like 10 or even more than 10 videos or pictures, and sometimes I end up posting just one. You know, I don't know why, but I just like that. I just like taking photos. But nowadays it feels like posting, it's like you want people to see you, you're posting for the likes, because every time I post a video, I of course I've gone through this also. I post a picture of myself, and every minute I'm back to check who has seen, because nowadays we have views on WhatsApp, and there's also an option to like your status and everything. So every time I just go back to my views, I'm like, hey, how many people, who has watched, who is seeing me, who is seeing what I'm doing every minute, so every time my mind is just like, how many likes do I have, how many views do I have, how many, all that. So I keep checking my views constantly, yeah. So sometimes I will just sit back and ask myself, am I posting for validation, or do I just want to express myself? Even before posting, sometimes I'm just like, Christine, just post the picture because you feel nice, it looks nice, because sometimes don't even wait for people to see it, to like it, or to react to it, to engage with it, yeah. Because I think sometimes you might end up losing yourself just by these expectations you have with from people. Like, you want people to see you, want people to see whatever your progress you've made, comment about the new dress you have, comment about the new shoes, comment about your new hairstyle, which is not bad, but at what point do you know that this is becoming too much for me, Yeah. So there's also one thing about feeling unseen when the engagement is low, because sometimes I will post pictures, hey, and then my 6 likes are there or 20 views on my post, yeah. And I begin to wonder, kwani hii picha inakaaje, ama kwani hii video iko poa, haikai poa, or something like that. You start questioning, you start feeling bad about how the post looks like, you start feeling bad about how the video looks like, or the many mistakes, because I am an aspiring upcoming or something, I don't know, aspiring fitness influencer, content creator. And before, right now, I'm in that space where I am learning to start posting without overthinking, because I'm the type who really overthinks. I can overthink just a photo. I'm like, uso yangu inakaaje, na mdomo yangu inakaaje, na masikio yangu inakaaje, and na ingo inakaaje. I will overthink everything, because the reason why I'm asking myself those questions is that I'm looking at how someone else will see it. It's not even about what I'm seeing in that picture. It's about what someone else will see, And sometimes people even don't care. People even don't look at whatever you are seeing. People even don't look at that, yeah? So I will struggle with getting only maybe 5 likes. I'm like, kwani hii video ibambi ama ni nini, And you know, kuna ile utaenda when you're scrolling on social media, you'll see others having like 100 more than 100 likes, more than 1000 views, 10,000 siku hizi hata sijui 1 million. Unajiuliza yako sasa, kwani hii mambo gani? Unajua, yeah. But I keep encouraging myself, because like right now I'm at that space where I'm learning that I am not posting for anyone to see, for validation or anything, you know. It's about, you know, it's just about enjoying myself, expressing myself, how I feel about this post. What do I want to maybe people to, what impact also is it bringing? Right now for me, posting is more about impact than even what I feel like I want people to see, how I look like, you know, my hair is bad, you know, all those things. I'm learning how to just put them aside and focus more on what needs to be done, you know. And also there's also that feeling of, you know, after taking a photo, you might be in a hurry, like you just want to post it quickly to people, you want people to see what you're doing, you want people to see your progress and everything, which is not bad. There's people who do content of things they do and they show their progress. Like I love those videos of the people who, like, maybe they moved, they are living in a certain place and they take what is it called, wanafanya content ya nyumba, their daily lifestyle and everything, and they show us the progress from where they started and where they are going. Because for me, it encourages me a lot to see that, hey, someone can come from this to that. Yeah, there's just that genuinity in seeing progress, and it impacts you somehow. You if you're going through something, you receive hope. You're like, hey, mtu alianzia hapa na sasa yako hapa, I can also do it. You know, you're like, you encourage yourself, I can also do this. So if you wanted to start doing content creation, you start doing it because you're like, if this person did it, then I can also do it, you know. But the one that you're just posting quickly for people to see, you are for people to see what you're doing, you're just taking videos and for just people to see, it's like you're now losing direction, you know. You want to see, you want to make sure that people notice, you want to make sure that people approve you, want to make sure that people affirm you, which is not bad. Validation sometimes feels small in the moment, but over time it starts to shape how you live. Yeah, you start living for other people. You start shaping your life according to what people say, what people think, how people react, or what people even advise. Yeah, it's so sad. But I believe there's a way out. There's a way not to find yourself carried away with this thing called validation, because it's also important to protect yourself and to protect your life. Yeah, to protect your heart, your life, and everything. Yeah. So maybe we can go deeper on this and think about why we crave validation so much. Yeah. The emotional aspect of it. We've talked about the desire to feel seen. Of course, everyone wants to feel like they matter. I also feel like I also want to feel like I matter wherever I go, whichever room that I enter. I also want to feel like there's that emotional aspect, emotional part of me that want to feel like I matter in every room that I enter, right? And also there's that the fear of not being overlooked. I think I've struggled with this before. The desire, I don't know if it's a struggle or what, because the desire of wanting to be seen. Like, for example, I am in a company of people, yeah, you know, and I'm the type to that's me now. I'm the type to, I'm the outgoing one, the one who talks a lot, the one who initiates conversations, the one who turns a room up, turns a room around. Like where there's silence, I might break the silence. I'm just that confident person who is able to do that. But there are times I will go back home and ask myself, hey, because I've used so much energy in engaging people, yeah, you know, I've made people talk, I'm able to engage in conversations, and you know, I end up going back home and I'm asking myself, hey, Christine, I feel drained. Somehow I feel like it's like I'm empty in a way. And then as I begin to think about how I conducted myself, how I behaved, how I spoke too much, how I was just here and there, you know. I was all over everyone. And I'm like, Christine, did you really want to be seen? Were you feeling, or was there the fear of not being seen? I don't know what it was, but I think later I came to deal with it. So every time right now I was able to come back to myself and be connected back to myself, and now I understand if I am giving out my energy, there's a purpose, there's a reason why I'm giving my energy. Yeah, so the need of approval is no longer a problem. Like I no longer tie my worth to people's reactions, to things like, you know, I want people to see me, I want people to see that I am in the room, I want people to notice me, to know this is the kind of person I am, things like that. I feel like now I am able to handle that. Another thing is comparison, comparing yourself to others, seeing others being celebrated more, and also wanting the same, you know. Like nowadays people are doing things, people are doing great things, yeah. People are working hard on themselves, on their journeys, on their careers, on everything, and people are posting these things on social media, you know. So this culture of the comparison culture, whereby you're seeing others being celebrated in what they are doing, oh, go girl, go girl, go girl, and you also want the same. So you start maybe doing the same things that people are doing, thinking that the same method that you use, seeing this person doing this thing, the outcome might be the same, which is not the case, you know. Because when you don't feel seen within, you start seeking it from outside. And I think comparison has to be the worst thing that can ever happen. Because I've had moments where I've compared myself with people a lot, especially in this world of content creation. You see people who are doing the things in line with what you are doing, what you want to do, and you start comparing yourself. You're like, hey, they are ahead of you, and you now want to run in that direction of hurry and everything. And I think I'm just reminding myself that our journeys are not the same. We are all on our own path. We are all on our own journeys, and I just need to focus on my journey and take chances with myself, you know, a step at a time, every day, a step at a time. Because the more I focus on what people are doing, the more I focus on what someone else is doing, I end up start doing what they are doing, and I end up not doing what I am supposed to do. So I miss out on what I am supposed to do. I focus more on what someone else is doing. The outcome may not be the same. I might end up mentally, I find myself now struggling to find myself again because I've lost myself in someone else's journey, you know. But I think it's possible to undo all these things, yeah. Maybe the question to ask yourself, in everything that you do, if you're posting something or if there's a progress in your life and you want to share it, yeah, maybe sit back first and ask yourself, why do I feel the need to share this? Why do I feel the need to post this? Is it about just expressing yourself and feeling nice about it, or is it about you want people to see, you want validation, you want people to affirm you, there's that good, there's that thin line between the good affirmation where people encourage you to do more, and there's this other one that you want it to be your identity, you know, you want people to see who you are and stay there, you know. Yeah, you want just people to see your progress. Yeah, you want validation, you want people to approve what you're doing, so that you know that you are doing something, to feel that you are doing something. Yeah. So anyway, this is a very deep and wide topic, but I want us to take a very short break, and when we come back, I want us to talk about the other side, privacy, and why it's becoming so rare but so necessary. See you.
Ricky Mikey, yo, yo. Nanti Maki. Nimetoka mbali, lakini kwa imani. God is good, ameniwezesha kwani maadui amenyamazisha. God is good, ameniwezesha kwani maadui amenyamazisha.
Ina masepedo chakora kwenye vita amenilinda, anatumisha ushindi wangu katikati ya maadui endo ngao yangu.
Welcome back. I hope you had you enjoyed the short break. We were having an interesting conversation about validation versus privacy, and now let's talk about the power of privacy, right? Yeah, I believe not everything needs to be shared. I believe some things are better, some things grow better in in private. Yeah. So there's this season in my life where I had to shut off from social media for a very long time, because there were so many deep things that were happening in my life that didn't need to be posted, didn't need to be shared at that particular time. It's like I just knew this is not the time to post this, whatever is happening in my life. There were good things that were happening, there were bad things that were happening, but I just had to deal with them in private, and I had to grow in private. And there was so much peace in that, because you are able to deal with things, to deal with this pressure that comes with things that are happening in your life privately. Sometimes when people know about the things that are happening in your life, and maybe you are doing so well, and then there are always those people who are waiting for you to fail, and when people know, maybe they must start talking, they might be too much pressure on you, and you might even end up getting worse than even getting better. So I think this season it was easy for me to grow without too much pressure. I was able to protect my journey. I was able to experience peace in these quiet times, and even shutting off from social media helped me not to compare myself, not to feel like I'm behind, not to feel like someone is watching me, so I have to keep up with them, because if I don't, I might be losing them, things like that. I didn't think about validation, and it has really helped me. Yeah. And also maybe just to clarify, privacy is it's not like I was hiding. It's not like I'm hiding things, it's not like I am running away from things, but I'm just protecting what matters. In that time I was protecting what matters. I was protecting my heart. There were things that I was going through, and I needed healing. I needed time off everyone and everything, and so I was protecting myself, and I was protecting what matters the most to me. So it is also important to know what really matters in your life, and know when to just put a boundary and put a wall and protect yourself. Also, there are dangers of overexposure. Like when you put everything in public, it becomes even harder to stay grounded, because you might begin to start living for reactions, start living for approval, start living for other people. You might end up losing authenticity, because when you lose authenticity, inakuwa ngumu kurecover, inakuwa ngumu. Yeah. And it's very important to be authentic with yourself, just be you, because if you're posting about yourself, you want people to see you, not the things that you do, right? Yeah, so just being you, just me being Christine. I am learning to just be Christine and not to pretend that I'm someone else to fit in a certain group, or to fit in someone's perspective, or things like that. And also there's this pressure. You'll have too much pressure to maintain a certain image, the image that you have created for people. Now you can't change that, because now just even living a normal life will be hard, because now it's like nikichange sahi watu watasema nini, nikifanya hivi, nikipost hii watu watasema nini, it's like now you're not living the life you're supposed to be living, because already there's an image that you pointed at other people, and now there's that pressure you can't change, and maybe there's that force, something that is forcing you, telling you that, Christine, this is not you, stop it. But because you have already there's an image and you umesha create, you can't now become just Christine, but Christine is craving to be Christine, yeah. So the more we keep overperforming to people, the more we keep performing to people, the more we become disconnected with ourselves, Yeah, so I think before I learned about people pleasing and learned the lesson of not living a life of people pleasing and validation and approval, I had really disconnected from myself. I struggled with identity, I struggled with myself, just understanding who Christine is, where Christine fits and where Christine does not fit. But finding I was able, but with time, after a long time, I came to now find a balance, find a balance between living now life for myself, understanding this is who I am, this is my path, this is my life, and not falling into the trap of trying to please people, trying to walk in someone else's journey for me to fit a certain group, or for me to look a certain way. Yeah, so it's important. It's important to find a balance between that. And also it's good to ask yourself like a question, maybe just to understand this point. Yeah, how do you live in a world that embraces sharing, yeah, without losing yourself? Because you can lose yourself very easily. Like for me, I am starting this content creation thing, yeah, and I am really trying to do my best to draw a line between sharing my life with people and also not losing myself, and also being authentic, yeah, and things like that. So for me, I usually check my intention before posting anything. Like, what's my intention of posting this video? If I'm talking, what am I talking about? What do I want people to hear? Is it impacting? Is it about myself, or is it about someone else? Am I impacting someone else's life? And I'm posting about myself, or what are the things that are sacred in my life that don't need to be heard out there, that are just personal, and if I need help, whom do I go to, whom do I share it with? Not just to share it online where not everyone needs to hear what you're going through, because not everyone is for you. You should know that. Yeah. Am I also building a life, yeah, that doesn't need to be approved? What if things go wrong? What if I start this social media page and I don't get so many followers by this particular in this particular period of time? What will happen? How do I handle that? Am I patient enough to wait on to wait on the progress, to make sure that I am in line, with my intention, with everything that I am doing? And also, I'm also learning that it's also important to be okay with also the moments that you feel like you are not seen. Maybe you have been posting consistently for a long period of time, and I feel like hizi vitu ni kama hazi work, am I okay? Have I planned myself properly? If I don't get this to this target in this particular period of time, within this particular period of time, am I still okay? Because I want to protect myself. I don't want to lose myself in what I am doing. Yeah, so just know that not everything that is meaningful also needs an audience. It's important to draw the line between that. Yeah, and also let's now maybe just to, as we finish up, for me, I have been walking a journey of faith in everything that I am doing, and I know that I am supposed to work to start this content creation thing by the grace of God, and I believe that I am being led by God to do it. Yeah, so it's something that I am learning to be okay with being seen by God, because He's my first audience, because what I'm doing is not about me, it's about Him, it's about His people, it's about Him being revealed, Him being seen, Him being glorified and everything, So even when people don't see me, I have an understanding that there's a supernatural being that approves me, that affirms me, that knew me before I was formed in my mother's womb. He knew that I was going to do all this, and so I don't need approval from people. Also, I am okay that God sees me, God sees what I'm doing, God approves, and and even if people don't affirm me, God has already affirmed me. Even through the word, through the Bible, I have been affirmed, So I am learning to build in private, to grow in quiet, and also to trust that to trust that what matters doesn't always need validation, because everything just things just sometimes don't go the way we want, and it's okay. For me, I am learning that it's okay to accept where you are, accept things the way they are, and move on, learn as I grow. So even as we finish now, now closing for reals. Yeah, so maybe ask yourself a question. Are you chasing attention, or are you protecting your peace? Because it's also important not to lose yourself, not to lose your peace. Yeah, because peace is very important. It helps you to live a peaceful life. Yeah, that's it, Miss. Peace is very important. Anyway, yeah, validation will be loud. If you look at the two of them, validation is very loud, but peace is very quiet, very quiet. So it's you to know, which one are you choosing, validation or peace? Yeah. And so if this message spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with another person, and share, like, and subscribe to the Dual Podcast channel, and catch us on the many other episodes that are coming. See you next time. Bye.